As you read by the title, you know that today's video is going to be my summer weenie TBR for this year. Let's start off with my book recommendation. If you've been on my channel for any amount of time, I'm sure you've seen most of these books in my videos, either in a reading vlog or in a past book recommendation video or anything of that sort, because when I like something, you're going to know I like it. I can't stop yapping about it. And most of these books are some of my favorite books, especially when it comes to spooky season. So whenever Halloween comes around, I'm talking about these books. I vlogged reading most of these books. Some of these books I read in last year's SUMMERWEEN reading vlog. So I feel like I talk a lot about these books on my channel. So I'm just going to show you the stack. If you're interested or if you're new, I'm going to link my other videos so you can watch those. And you can still get these recommendations. So let me show you. These are all the books that I think are perfect for summer weenie time. They like encapsulate the summer vibes with the hot and sticky sun, and then like the fantasy vibes, but also these are some cozy, quaint reads, and also some of these are very, very spooky. Let's talk about my summer weenie TBR for this year. I'm so excited for this year's SummerWeen picks for some reason. On my Kindle, the only book that I want to read during SummerWeen is Left of Forever by Tara DeWitt. This is like a second chance romance. From what I understand, this is a second chance romance, and it is a camping romance. Is that not perfect fall summer weenie vibes? Like, yeah. That's really all I know about this book, and I know that Larry Reed loves this book. It really doesn't take much convincing. Y'all know that about me. It does not take too much for me to put a book on my TBR. Like, the second somebody says that they like a book, okay, I'm gonna read it. Let's be honest, this is a big, humongous stack. I'm probably not gonna read everything during SummerWeen, but they will hopefully get read this year. Then I have a whole spread of Goosebumps books that I want to read. When I was younger, I really didn't read many Goosebumps books. This is written by R.L. Stein. I really didn't read many Goosebumps books as a kid, but they are perfect SummerWeen books because they mainly follow kid main characters, and kids really don't have time to get into spooky paranormal activity until they're on break for the summer. So most of these books are set in the summer. One of them is set on the beach, Ghost Beach. Like, I just feel like this is like the perfect lineup to read. I did watch some Goosebumps movies when I was younger, and they absolutely traumatized me. Like, I was scared for months on end after watching certain movies. So I am nervous to read the books because I am a weenie. I am scared of cats. And it's something I'm not ashamed to admit. Yes, I'm scared. Fortuna Sorn by KJ Sutton. This will be my first, I want to say my first go round with romantasy. And this is like a dark romance romantasy. And it's like 6 books long. It's like a 6-book long series. So hopefully I'll start it now and I'll still be reading it come October. Because that would be perfect. Like, y'all, that would be perfect. Stop. I have the Mead and Mishap series by Kimberly Lemming. That Time I Got Drunk and Saved a Demon, and That Time I Got Drunk and Yeet a Love Potion at a Werewolf by Kimberly Lemming. Both of these books have been yapped about. Well, this whole series has been yapped about on Book Talk for quite some time now. SummerWeen is the perfect time to read these series because look how summery the covers look. But then again, monster romances, like, that definitely gives SummerWeen to me. It really does. I wish I could give you a sip through the phone because, like, girl. Definitely gonna try to prioritize these two. I feel like this is just a perfect mix of summer and Halloween. Then I have The Bewitching by Sylvia Marina Garcia. This is a multi-generational horror saga. 3 women in 3 different eras encounter danger in witchcraft. Wait, that sounds too good. I love witches when it comes to spooky books. A good plot with some witches involved, count me in. Then I have Lucy Undying, a Dracula novel by Kirsten White. This one is about one of Dracula's wives, I want to say, but after she escapes Dracula, question mark. And from what I heard, it's queer, more like sapphic. And y'all know I love a good vampire fiction. I have two classics. This one is multiple books, but I'm counting it as one. And it's the collection of Shirley Jackson. This is the Library of America edition of the book. I love the Library of America. In here I have The Lottery, The Haunting of Hill House, We Have Always Lived in a Castle, and other stories and sketches. I'm sure I will read all four of the books in this collection. I also have Evil Roots, Killer Tales of the Botanical Gothic, edited by Daisy Butcher. And this is a short story collection of different classic authors writing any type of like botany horror story, which is so interesting. I love botany, anything botany, fantasy especially, but count me in. I have a couple of YA also. I have 3 YA books that I want to read. Okay, these I'm really excited for. These I feel like I'm gonna for sure read. Out of everything on the list, these I'm reading these. Almost There by Farah Rashan. This is a Disney twisted tale. If y'all don't know, there's this whole series of YA books that's based on or about the Disney princess movies, but it's a like darker alternative type of story for what if the princesses did something else than what they actually did in the movie. So for this book, it's obviously about Princess Tiana from Princess and the Frog, and the like question is, what if Tiana took the deal with Dr. Facilier? And you know how obsessed I am with Princess and the Frog. It's not even funny. I love that movie so much. I need to read it. And then I got this book audiographed by the author because I met her at Baldwin & Co. bookstore in New Orleans. The Secret World of Maggie Gray by Granger. I saw a random TikTok on this book. My brother sent me this TikTok on this book, and I immediately stopped everything I was doing, got in the car, drove to the cafe, got a coffee, drank my coffee, got back in the car, drove to Barnes & Noble to get this book. And I vlogged that whole bookstore visit and whatever. And it was a rainy day outside. It was just like the most perfect bookstore shopping cafe day ever. Immediately went to go get this book. This book is I don't even know how to say what this book is about. But it's about this girl that goes to this magical HBCU. Stop right there. I don't really need to know everything. I really don't need to know anything else at all. And I heard that there's merch for the school that she goes to, Drew Collins University, a hidden HBCU beneath the streets of Atlanta, Georgia, where legends come to life. I can't wait to read it. Dread Nation by Justina Ireland. Last year for Summerween, I read Ghost Squad by Justina Ireland. I was yapping about how she writes basically every genre. Like, Justina Ireland does not play. This is her YA book, Ophi's Ghost. Ophi's Ghost is a middle grade. This one is a young adult. And this one is about a girl slaying zombies during, I want to say, the Civil Rights era or the Civil War. It's kind of similar to Ring Shout by P. Dele Clark, which I had on my recommendation stack. Oh, I love that book now. I read that book when I read Reading Vampire and horror books for a week. This sounds so good. And the last two I have are sort of newer releases, and I got them from the library, so they have like these special editions. First one is A Stage Set for Villains by Shannon J. Spann. This one is a fantasy book, and the magic system is based off of theater. So it's told in a part play, part internal monologue type of writing, which is really interesting, and I feel like will probably be really captivating and will probably keep my attention for a long time and probably make me fly through this book. Because whenever a book is told in a very interesting way or written in a very interesting way, I'm hooked immediately. I, again, was inspired by TikTok to read this book, which is Enamorada by Ava Reed. The TikTok that I saw was talking about how she read this review that was like, this book was disgusting and grotesque and one of the darkest things she's ever read. And it's a gothic fantasy. Thanks. I will be reading this. Those are all of the books that I'm planning on reading during Summerweenie. It's quite a lot of them. Am I really going to read all of these books in 3 weeks? Probably not. But it's fun to reach for the stars. It really is. And I'm so excited for all of the vlogs that I plan on recording for Summerweenie. We're trying to make this the best Summerweenie yet. Like, I am so excited. Let me know what's on your Summerweenie TBR. Are any of these books on your Summerweenie TBR? Have you read any of these books? What's your thoughts on any of these books? Like, let me know everything. Let me know everything. That's really all for today's video. All of my socials, my Amazon wish list, if you guys want to send me a book or send me one of your favorite books, my email, any of that, all of that good stuff in the description box. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I love you guys so much. Happy Summerweenie. I'll see you guys in my next video so soon.